Earlier this week, Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, it was revealed, had subpoenaed the Trump Organization as part of his investigation into the ongoing documents scandal. And that, of course, is Donald Trump taking classified documents, yada, yada. We know the rest of that. This is a massive move, right? Because on the surface, if we're looking into why did Donald Trump have these classified documents down at Mar-a-Lago and, of course, in a storeroom off-site, how does the Trump Organization play into this, right? It's an organization based out of New York City. Trump's got the documents down in South Florida. You know, the Trump Organization didn't take the documents. So what on earth could Jack Smith be looking for at the Trump Organization related to classified documents? It doesn't make any sense until it all starts to make complete, perfect sense. What Smith is likely looking for is any evidence that would suggest that Donald Trump traded any classified intelligence in exchange for cash or business deals. That's why he wants those records from the Trump Organization. Here's how that scenario likely could have played out. If Donald Trump had these documents, and we know that his little son-in-law, Jared Kushner, was still traveling around the globe, trying to work out these deals, getting money to come in, but that's Kushner's company. But there's no reason to think that Trump's own children couldn't have been doing that same thing for him, or Trump himself. He travels the globe. We know that. He has their phone numbers. It doesn't even have to be a travel thing. You could have talked to them. You could have said, listen, I got some info here. You want it? Yeah, we want it. Well, I know you do. But you know what I want is I want to build a Trump Tower over in your country, but I can't get the permits for it. I can't get all this clearance. I need some incentives to do that. So you scratch my back, I scratch your back. So that is a scenario under which Donald Trump could have traded classified information for special privileges for his business. Now, I'm not saying this happened again. All we know is that a subpoena was issued. I'm laying out potential possibilities for what could have happened. I'm not saying any of it did. These are just things that could have taken place. So please don't say that I'm accusing him of any of this. I'm laying out what the special prosecutor could be thinking. The real question is, how would Smith know about this? Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because here's the thing. As you'll recall, Jack Smith recently has been talking to a lot of employees at Mar-a-Lago. We're talking about not people that are personally Donald Trump's aides and assistants. No. I'm talking about the housekeepers. He's talking to the wait staff at the restaurant at Mar-a-Lago. He is talking to every single individual person there that may have information about what Donald Trump did. These are people who are basically the fly on the wall type people. Donald Trump thinks he can say whatever to whoever while these people are standing around because they're insignificant to him. So if you have a waiter that may have overheard Donald Trump telling somebody, we just got this great deal. All I had to do was fax them a couple of these documents. It was wonderful. Then that server could have gone and told Jack Smith that. And that may be why Jack Smith started to focus on these individual, lower totem pole type people. And here's what would happen. If anybody did overhear those kinds of conversations, or if they saw Donald Trump at the club meeting with a foreign dignitary, going behind closed doors, what Jack Smith would then be looking for in order to see if anything happened is he would look at the date which the individual said this meeting or conversation took place. So let's say, for example, Donald Trump meets with a Saudi emirate on June 1st. And that's what the employee told Jack Smith. Jack Smith would now look through the Trump Organization files to see if there was any kind of massive movement, in terms of investments coming into the company, investments going out of the company to that particular country following that meeting. So anytime after that date. That's what Smith is likely looking for, to see if the Trump Organization financially benefited from Donald Trump, maybe promising documents. And again, we don't even know that he did promise documents. And we don't even know that these scenarios I'm laying out are the ones that happened. Like, I could just be totally off base. And even if the things I'm saying did happen, getting the evidence that Donald Trump actually did share the classified information, we may not ever be able to get that evidence if it went to a foreign country and they're just like, nope, we didn't get it. So even if the things I said did happen, we may still not ever be able to actually prove that they happened. Jack Smith has his work cut out for him. And again, no matter what it is about, I can promise you one thing. Subpoenaing the Trump organization as part of the document scandal is a much, much bigger deal than we all realize. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low, low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.